hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, you can hear me through Skype, that's why. How weird.
Just mute the Skype.
Yeah. Alright.
I'm not on our.
Can you hear me right now? Can you hear me right now? Alright, mute Skype. Alright, should be live now. Alright, here's that.
Yep.
Microphone was muted. I think that was the problem. So give me 1 second to make sure I got the thumbs up on audio coming through. Hey Frank, can you hear me?
Through Skype, let me see. Yeah, I can hear you through the YouTube.
Awesome. Alright, so I think that's a good sign. What about our tester? Alright, awesome. So it looks like I'm coming through okay, everybody's good. Welcome to another week. I think this is our third week? Fourth week? What is it, Frank? Technical difficulties today.
Third week.
He's hearing me at
Well, this is the fourth.
Fourth.
I'm hearing a delay too.
Oh man, my Siri just went off for no reason. That was weird. All right, so Frank, I can tell you're having some difficulties with hearing me.
No, I can hear you.
You sure?
Yeah, I just
Okay.
I don't know how it comes through on the live stream. Obviously, if somebody's in your apartment, they're going to hear you faster, and
I mean, it's a little different. I'm not worried about it. Angel's here testing for me today, but she has headphones on, so she's hearing me through through her headphones as well. I just want to make sure me and you can have a live dialogue.
yep, we're good.
Cool. All right.
I'll just be seeing the video slower than you remember that.
Yeah. Yep. I got it. So another week we have some new videos. This week I was actually a little slacking on my videos. I really only came up with 2. I did watch quite a few, and really, I don't know. I had a hard time deciding on which ones to use, and I didn't really get any of the user submitted videos. I did not post the request early enough. So next week we'll definitely have some more of those. But this week, one of the goals I wanted to have is I wanted to make sure that last week I didn't get a chance to have any of the videos I wanted to. So I was like, you know what, I'm just going to choose the ones I want to this week, and I had a hard time choosing the right videos. But but Frank actually he came through and had like 5 videos that he gave me. I think it was 6. So we'll have to just piggyback off of his research and see what he came up with. But all right. I mean, what do you guys say, man?
I think the videos this week are going to be a little bit different. Last week I tried to choose them based on the fact that a couple of them were the 80D, which is what we use for vlogging, so that was more of a profile for those videos based on the camera that we use for vlogging. And then the other 3 that I chose last week were about getting videos from the different areas in the world that are really good with film. So something that represented India, which is a huge film market, something that represented China, which is a huge film market, and something that represented the U.S., which is, I think, the one of the largest, if not the largest, film market. So this week I tried to get some ones that were more like those. Some of those had really good value to them as far as like the production value. This week I went in and got some more student type films, but not like your community college student. Like we have NYU, Tisch, I believe, UNC, and New York Film Academy, which, although it's not an accredited college, at least in New York, I believe it is probably one of the most expensive film schools. Super expensive. So I wanted to see what those kind of people were putting out, people that were on some of those really big schools, what level they're putting out at. Yeah, so we see how that goes.
Awesome. Yeah, it's different when you say when we're going through and we're getting videos that were user submitted, or just ones that some of the user submitted ones I got were, you could tell that they were not great quality, and they didn't make it to the stream or anything. But and again, not knocking on anything, I think they're good. But then when you get to like the student film ones that are actually people going to college for it, then the quality just goes up like a lot. Not that you have to go to college or anything like that to make good videos, but you can tell the effort's a little different, and the amount of help that they usually have is different as well.
Let's see how you feel about that after you see some of these ones.
All right. Well then, okay. I'm ready to go. We're gonna start it off with your video. Since I only have a couple, I'm gonna kind of spread mine out. We'll start it with yours first. and we'll start playing this. I liked it.
I liked it too. I don't think that was a student film. I mean, I went through that one kind of short. Some people, they look at short films and they're like, I don't get it. What was it trying to say? It was entertaining.
Exactly.
There were some things, obviously, I think you could change, but I like it how it left at the end, where it's like, oh man, I wonder how they would have done that with the coffee now, you know, and then.
Right. I mean, you can tell there was a little bit of effort. I mean, I like the scenes where like he was flying underneath the tables and like the different camera angles, and then like you the little bit of like the After Effects things when he was like that little when he had popped those staples out. You kind of saw the special effects in there. You can tell the extra effort was put in that.
Yeah, the staple that went through his head.
Yeah.
And you thought it was him, but it was like him, like his employee of the month. And I thought it was entertaining. I thought it was funny. I liked a lot of little parts about it. I thought it was pretty cool.
Yeah, I like that one. That was good. It was a good way to kick off this week.
Yeah, I like that one. We're gonna have to go back and maybe like 8 months down the road, we'll do like the top 10 of 8 months.
I like that idea. It's a good idea. Let's see here. All right. Well, anything more to say? I mean, that was a good one.
No,
We've seen worse on the stream.
We're gonna see worse today, you know. But that's the whole point, is seeing all levels of short filmmaking. And then next week we'll try to get some more actual submissions so we can ask the filmmakers what inspired them to do certain things and you know, what they're gonna do.
I agree. I did like that we had them, you know, the filmmakers actually in the chat last week. So we'll see if we can do that again next week. But like we said, this week was a little different. All right, so let's go on to the next one. This one actually, again, I'm putting one from you. Then we'll go from one that I did after. This one is the Egyptian pyramids one. All right, let me just get this up and working, and I am almost ready here. Okay. Here we go.
You could hear that on the streamers. I'm not sure why.
Well, I guess that was our. Well, wait for that. I guess that was our short or our animation slot.
Yeah, it was my like last week was my least favorite animation.
Last week.
Last week was my least. Yeah, it was the depressing one about the lady and the robot, and the lady died.
It wasn't. It was depressing, but it wasn't bad. It was just. I was actually talking to Angel about this the other day. That like I mean the part when the robot came out with the batteries, I thought there was a touching moment. But anyways, I didn't think last week was a bad one. I just think that it was a depressing one, and especially when we usually end our night with the animations. Although this one was a little bit out of order, you know, I do usually like them on an upbeat type thing. This one was pretty good.
Yeah, it was okay. I thought it was. I could see where they were trying to make it funny, and it was good. It was a little. I still like the fridge one the best.
Fridge one was the best animation we've seen. Of course, we only have three total ones, but I would like to actually see if I can push for some better, or just in general more animations, so we have some user ones that we can compare them to. Even though I think it probably takes a lot longer to do those types of videos.
It takes a team also.
Exactly. All right, let's see here. We're gonna push on to I think my first one. I don't know which one that is. Let me see which one that was. Give me 1 second. State stream. That one is. We're gonna go to my second one. Yeah, here we go. This one's called Peripheral. Frank, you've already seen both of my picks a long time ago. I don't know if you remember them or not, but this one actually has a pretty cool angle and it's kind of a different type of telling a story in a different way. I liked it a lot. So let's see what you think. And that is the wrong video. 1 second.
Yeah, I know. I already have a million of them, but I couldn't resist. I had to get one more. I hear you. All right, man. Well, I am going to take it outside and test it out. And I'll talk to you later.
What do you think?
I think it was obviously stylistic. I think they did a lot of work.
Yeah.
I think it had nice shots.
Yeah, I think it was pretty cool. I wonder how he got the cam. I mean, he definitely just like mounted the camera to the top of that other thing. I wonder if it was like a green screen in there, and then he just put it in there and kind of layered it to make it look like it's all older and stuff like that. Definitely, I think there was a little more going on with that to make it look cool like that. But I like the way that was like kind of storytelling from that angle. I've never seen one of those cameras in real life like that. That must be pretty cool to take pictures like that.
Yeah, I don't. I mean, I've seen ones like that before. I'm not sure which one that was, but it definitely was an interesting concept. I could see it had a very artistic feel to it. I liked it. I thought it was good.
Yeah, I agree. Wasn't bad. All right, I suppose we should move on since that one's kind of set and done.
There wasn't much to say about it. I mean, it was nice.
You know, one thing I've noticed about short films in general, it seems like most of them don't have much dialogue, and I don't know if that's because it's just more. I mean, it obviously is more difficult to include that type of thing in there, but even when I was looking through, I was going through and just there's never any dialogue. It's so hard to find ones that actually have some type of script. It's interesting to see that.
It's a lot of it's a short amount of time to really make any meaningful dialogue. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's true. I agree. The music was very good. All right, let's see here.
That was soothing. But I think trance, like I think of like I get like weirded out, like bright colors and everything's
I thought
freaking
it was
out a
soothing.
little bit.
Soothing's a good word.
I thought it was soothing. Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna have to go into here, get your next video all loaded up. Let's see here. Give me 1 second. Just gonna take a quick minute.
Are you putting them in the order that I sent them to you, or?
Yes, I am. Is that the way you wanted it?
No, I don't care. I'm just because that way I can look at what I sent.
Yeah, this next one is Wired. You remember that one?
I'm looking at it right now. Not the video. I'm looking at the email I sent you.
Yeah.
Let's see.
It's taking a little while to download.
This is not one of the student ones, or this is one that I just randomly looked at briefly. Just
All right.
to see as an example of a short film, so we could see like how we feel about it. I mean,
Okay. Well,
want to move on, we move on.
exactly. Let's go for it and see if we get some dialogue. Here we go.
All right.
Anyway, what do you think about this new restaurant I found online?
Sorry, what was that?
I said, what do you think about this new place?
I'm not really sure where I am exactly.
You better have not been dozing off again. I was wondering why you weren't laughing by now.
Yeah, I guess I was just daydreaming. Who are you?
Come on, man. You're Joseph, I'm Ben. I have no idea what's gotten into you, but what I do know is we need to get some food in you pronto.
Look, I've never met you before. And I'd like to know exactly why you're acting like we have, Ben.
You know, sarcasm is funny to a certain extent, Joseph.
I'm beginning to think we both passed the line of a certain extent here.
What has gotten into you, Joseph?
Who the hell even are you?
All right, calm down. Let's get some food into you.
Enough with the food already. I'm leaving.
Whoa, man. You're not leaving yet. Go sit back in your chair. We're just getting started. Yeah, we're ready to have our appetizer if you're ready. Okay, so I like to start with the shrimp piccata, the Caesar salad on the side. I'll have some. What were you thinking, Joseph?
You could have made it farther.
Let's not play games this time. What the hell is going on?
Listen, you were selected to be part of a virtual reality test program by the government with a simple setting, such as a restaurant.
Why me? What was the point of this?
It wasn't really a test of your ability, but the program itself. We're definitely gonna need some upgrades.
Is my car outside? Sorry, I can't really remember where I am.
Leave? That's hardly an option for you anymore.
Am I some kind of prisoner?
You're a prisoner, alright? But not an ordinary one. Breaking and entering at the age of 15? Really? We've decided to keep you in a jail cell with your mind by yourself. It's better for you.
It's not true.
It takes about an hour or two for all your memories to come back to your upper hippocampus, so you can go away with the others.
the Stranger Things music?
Too. Definitely stole that. That's okay though. Well, that was that for me.
Marcus asked if that was an independent or student film.
What do you think? I didn't pick it, Marcus.
You know, I didn't read this is one of the ones I didn't read. I think it's to be honest with you, and I could be completely wrong. It looks like some high school kids or something that did something.
I mean, they definitely utilized what they had. I mean, like, you know, the dining room was the restaurant. I haven't seen a stack of VHS tapes all together like that in quite some time.
Yeah, I think that you could obviously tell they weren't professional actors. I think the best actor was the kid pushing the wheelchair at the end. And the sound needed a lot of work in that. But I was surprised that there was a decent amount of good shots, I thought. Even when he was pushing him through the hallway and seeing it on both sides, the lighting was dark and dim, but it kind of fit to me the feeling that was going on. The story was all over the place, I thought.
Yeah, it definitely was.
You know, but I think visually there actually was a decent amount they could work with. I think it would need to be rewritten, retooled a little bit, and I think the music could be changed a little bit in certain parts.
Except for that sweet music there from Stranger Things. It's like the one thing they had right going on for him.
Yeah, but it needed to fit that whole thing the whole way through. I don't know.
I see what they were trying to do. It just, but you're right. It was definitely just out of place.
Nats asked if you like the stack of VHS films. I don't think that's what you were saying, but
no, I just haven't seen like a stack of VHS.
He was making an observation.
But all right, here we go. This is we'll go to the second video I have. This is one that I really liked, and hopefully you guys like it. It's not too long, but it's pretty cool. All right, hold on. I'm just gonna make sure it plays from the beginning because I messed it up earlier. Okay. All right, here we go. No.
Yeah,
Why do I keep
know.
messing up? I'm terrible at this.
1 second.
All right, found the video. And now he's gone.
I thought I heard something in the other room. It was my dog eating her food. I just wanted to make sure she wasn't messing something up.
Well, it's better than, I don't know if you saw Jaden walk in randomly. That was awesome. All right, here we
He's
go.
like, "What's this?"
And of course, it was the only animation. And he's like, "What are you watching?" All right, here we go. All right. We're back.
I like this one a lot. I think this is one of the ones that we've seen before, and I like this one a lot. I think this was done really well. I think it's a concept that you can read into, say, oh, this is what I think they meant by it. I think that that's something where that's in a small way.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw a while back, and I remember as soon as I saw it, I sent it to you. I'm like, wow, this is really good. This was quite a few months ago, or 2 or 3 months ago, and I was like, you have to see this. It was really awesome, and I mean, after seeing it a couple times, I mean, you can tell when he opened it up, he was definitely like in a bad way. It probably came from that person's funeral, I take it. The only thing I thought was a weird shot was when he was on the floor, like getting up, and there was that shot of like the switch. I don't know if you noticed it. There was a switch on the other side of the frame, and I kept looking to it like he was gonna flip it on or something, and just didn't do anything. But I mean, I thought it was a really, really cool concept. You're muted, or I'm muted, or something.
I was muted.
Oh, there we go.
I didn't even notice that actually.
Oh, there we go.
I like that though. I like that a lot.
Yeah,
I don't think it was metaphorical for drugs at all. I think it was.
No, I didn't think so.
I think it was metaphorical for people go through pain when they lost somebody, and they keep putting themselves through that pain to remember that person or see that person. Sometimes you just gotta let go. But I mean, I guess it could mean a lot of things.
I assumed that he was just like he killed himself so that he could see his loved one again. That, and I was thinking, since who's the girl? I figured that the girl, like if he just came from a funeral because he was dressed up in a suit. He just went in there. I don't know whose garage that was, but he went in there and, he touched that thing, and then he had a glimpse of her again. And when he saw her, he just wanted to keep doing it again, so he could keep seeing her at whatever cost.
Yeah.
That was my thing. Hearing an echo on my end.
Oh, hold on 1 second.
And he did die, but I think that's the whole thing. He sacrificed himself so that he could see his girlfriend. So, I mean, some people think that they can do that. Let's see here. Yeah, something wrong with Frank's end. We still have to button up this whole system. Personally, I don't know how you guys feel, but I would love to just not even be on YouTube watching this, because I feel like YouTube, when we're trying to do a stream like this, it cuts the quality down. I would love to be on something else like Adobe Connect or something where I could put the video in there, and then we could all talk and discuss things live. We can choose who has me and Frank can still stay the host and everything, but that way we're seeing the videos at a full quality with no delay or anything like that. But I don't know if we'll ever get there. For right now, we'll just keep doing this. Let's see here. I'm going to get Frank's next video all queued up. Let's see what he has for us. And that was, again, that was my only 2 picks that I had for this week. This next one is, looks like it's Till Death Do Us Part, USC application film.
Alright, step away.
We've been
Do
discussing.
you still hear the echo?
No, it's gone.
Alright.
We've been discussing things without you.
Alright, good. Yeah, I like that one a lot. I think that's the kind of ones where we say we want to do these shorts. We try to come out with them. I'd like to do stuff equal or better quality. I mean, that'd be something I'd be proud of doing.
Agreed. All right, so I'm downloading your next one right now. It's going through. It should be done in just a second here. The next one is Till Death Do Us Part. You have any word for us on that?
Yeah.
I think it said it was a USC application film.
Yeah, so this one, I'm assuming it's self-explanatory. So the University of South Carolina has a film program, and I wanted to see what people would be submitting or what people were able to create with films in college. So this is somebody that was submitting this to USC.
All right, let me just a second slacking away, people. Okay, and here we go. This is very nice and bright. I'm liking it.
Bright or washed out?
It's just a nice feeling at waking up in the morning. I have that keyboard.
Love is a burning inside. Never had this feeling before, no. All I know is that it won't let me be myself. Hey, isn't this really love? Maybe that's the reason it feels so good when you're...
I think they lost me.
Okay, I'm glad that I'm not the only one thinking that.
Went heavy on the brown makeup with that guy, huh?
You got roughed up, man.
Oh, they hit each other or something? Yeah, they definitely need new makeup people.
Yeah, it's like someone just smeared some brown makeup on him.
Yeah, it just looks...
What? Very odd. You're right, Sarah, he does. He'd just green screen it.
That guy looks quite a bit older than her too, right?
That's what I'm trying to, like, I don't know, I don't want to guess the wrong thing here. It's funny, this is my favorite shot, like, I don't know why, like, it's very, this stupid
Are you
radio.
dying? Oh no, I like that shot too.
I thought that when they showed the same shot earlier and it was really nice and clear, like the lighting is real nice on that radio and stuff. It's just nonsense. this week we don't actually have the creators here with us, so I'm allowed to say that this was a weird video. A building it, a building it original. That's right.
I think that
I
if you
think
took the
Jaden could
first,
do better makeup than that.
I think if you took the first half of that and got rid of the second half of that, I thought the beginning was done really well.
No, there was some exactly. The beginning was, and then all of a sudden it started to go crazy.
Yeah, I mean, it didn't flow, I don't think, and even the music started to get weird a little bit when they were in the car.
Right.
I like the ending music. I like the music right at the beginning, and after the alarm clock was good, and then the minute they both got in the car or whatever. And I think, I mean, I don't know about everybody else, but it left me wondering, like, and not like wondering like, oh, it could mean all these things, but like, okay, did they work together? Was that her dad? Was that her till death do us apart? Did they like each other? Why would they be trying to unplug their life support to hold hands?
No. I'm not buying it. It's nonsense.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, hey, there was some really nice looking shots. There was. It's not like it was all bad. And I agree, Jared. I don't know what's going on.
Speaking of shots, did you ever download the one that I sent you that I had done called Shots?
Is that the one that was like 500 megs?
Yes.
I did, but not on this computer. And
Okay.
I don't know how that would look with putting it in a stream. We could definitely try it for next week. I mean, if it's choppy, it's choppy. But that was it was kind of weird before. But
Yeah, I
all
wonder
right.
if we can bring it down.
I think we have time for one more. So
All right.
let's do, I'll let you decide. We have the Run or Betrayal. Run looked like it was accepted, a short film by Austin Harris, and the other one was a project for NYFA South Beach, New York Film Academy.
Well, one is NYU, one is New York Film Academy. I guess let's go with NYU.
All right. I wish we could do like a comparison. We could vote on which one was better.
Well, they're all for different. Like the first one for USC was an application to be in USC, I believe. This NYU film, I don't remember what it was. Some of them are thesis films. NYU also has a Tisch program. Some of them are to get into that program. And New York Film Academy, like some people have their thesis films, so it could be a first-year student or a fourth-year student. If it's their thesis film, it's usually the one that they put the most money into. So it's just interesting to see, like, okay, what does a 4-year NYU student thesis film look like compared to an NYU film? Obviously, it's a creative thing, so you can't necessarily say, but they've had 4 years of education. I know for a fact that I've done stuff for NYU, Tisch. I've done stuff for New York Film Academy. They have really, really good, and Columbia. They all have really good equipment to use. They let people use very deep pockets, yeah.
All right, let's see here. Getting us up and going. I just got it downloaded. Give me 1 second to get it on our playlist.
Oh, excuse me.
You're excused. Here we go. Last film of the night. Enjoy.
Buffering.
Buffering. No. Oh, this dude's not getting it. Sometimes I wish that I'm sorry, but if I looked back at this and you just see some shots that are just like, no. I like all these shots.
Runs like you, Earl.
Like all the shots going upstairs, chasing the behind the scenes. Those are good.
Really, the way he runs looks so fake. It's like
No, yeah, the way he runs is terrible. But like across the park, that whole park scene was nonsense.
Hello? I need to talk to someone about
the
the
web page looks so fake.
Oh man.
The light of the screen isn't even on.
Right, that's as soon as I
Dialing
picked it up.
wrong.
Kinda ended abruptly. I was like, by the time we got that like terrible park scene, I was like, okay, he got to the building. It was a cool little chase scene. He got inside, jiggling the handle, and then it's like, okay, we're at the best part. Let's just end it.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, here's the thing: is anybody
finally
going
got
out
my
there
attention.
making films, that's cool.
Yes, I agree.
I mean, anybody that's making no, there's no part two. I think anybody who's out there making films is great. I think there's definitely some positive points to it, and there's some super negative points to it. There were a lot of shots that I just don't think brought us anywhere or added anything to it. I think.
No, and I'm sorry.
there were-
That scene where like the camera was behind the trees following him, it was just terrible. Maybe they were trying to say he was following. I don't know. It was just all bad. Wasn't feeling it. But I wasn't feeling the first half. Once we got to like the chase scenes, I was cool with it. But I don't know. It wasn't bad. It wasn't horrible, I guess.
Yeah, I would say overall, this week's selection was, I mean, it had a purpose. This week's selection, we had our one animated short, which was okay. We had some submissions that were from schools, which we wanted to see, and some more lower budget short films, which was what we were going for this week. Like I said, last week I kind of had a theme in the ones that I picked. Erwin had a bunch of user submissions, so hopefully next week we can have some more user submissions so we can actually talk to and have more of a dialogue with the filmmakers. And then I think maybe we can also go out of our way to pick something based on another interesting, like I said, last time I used the camera, this time I used schools, the other time I used other film markets. So we can find something, a common ground to search for the next films next week.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll do some scary stuff next week.
Scary stuff is hard. You know, I found people are really like watching. You should not look up horror short films. It's all bad. But I hopefully we can find a couple that were kind of cool and not like horrendously terrible. That are just straight slasher films with just too much blood. That's the problem with all these short films. But yeah, next week we'll try and stick to another theme and see if we can actually like last week we'll get some more users in there, and that'll do. We appreciate you stopping in. We're gonna try and make sure we do an exact no blood. That's
What do you mean no blood?
okay. I just watched a film right before we got into this, and it was
Not like crazy blood.
well,
but
like this guy, it's like oh, it was like the title was "It's a Good Day," and I'm like, okay, it's a good. Let's watch this. This dude's just like cleaning his dishes, and all of a sudden he's just like starts cleaning his tools, and then knives and blood goes everywhere, and like the film ends because he's just cleaning his random stuff that he just went to town with. Like it's all nonsense.
That's that. I
That's
guess
what I'm saying,
that's
but
fair.
that's like, but now there was something horrible about it, and then the ones that and the ones that do try to be scary are just so cheesy. It's not even funny.
Something can be scary and family friendly. Like that one that we had before was scary a couple weeks ago, where
Yes.
it had the
The spider.
I don't know if that's Mark saying let's be family friendly or Natalie.
It sounds more like Natalie. But
It sounds like more like Mark's. It's funny. I was thinking more Mark's.
no, I see you're blowing up over there. But yes, let's try and we'll see if we can get like 3. We'll say suspense.
Suspense. I like that
thrillers,
better. That
right?
sounds better.
Suspense. All right, we'll do that. I will be. That was Mark's. That's kind of funny.
I knew it was. Oh, was.
Was Marcus.
See, there we go. All right, well, next week, guys, come back. If you haven't hit that like and subscribe button, do it right now. And we'll see you guys next week with some more videos.
Yep. Thanks for tuning in.
Till next time, people.
Bye.